The Tesla Robotaxi CyberCab launch event last night may have ended, but the excitement and buzz are surely still lingering today because it looks far better than any of the previously rumored prototypes. It's not just about the design. The demonstration of 20 self-driving cars proved that Tesla's technology is truly leading the industry. On top of that, there was the debut of the all-new Robovan and a stunning performance by Optimus. If you happened to fall asleep, missed it, or just want to catch up on the key details from last night's Robotaxi announcement, you'll find it all in this video. Welcome to Tesla Car World. Let's talk about the design first because clearly, that's what had everyone in awe. It's completely different from what we initially imagined. The CyberCab looks like a mini Cybertruck with several elements inspired by the iconic pickup. The whole vehicle is covered in sleek, golden color, and even the wheel covers are painted in the same shade. Elon Musk confirmed that the CyberCab will be made of stainless steel to maximize durability. Clearly, the front of the CyberCab has a sleeker design than the Cybertruck, with a streamlined light bar that wraps around and can provide an impressive glow in the dark. You can also see the CyberCab has a large windshield, showing it's fully autonomous, with Elon Musk not having to do anything at all. That's because the CyberCab Robotaxi has officially been confirmed to have no steering wheel or pedals. The next standout feature is the butterfly wing doors, which give it a unique and luxurious feel, similar to the Model X. These doors open upwards, instead of to the sides, but in a more rugged way. The square-shaped rear, combined with the turn signal lights, also ensures this car won't be mistaken for any other. Overall, the Tesla Robotaxi has a compact design, a segment that's gaining a lot of attention. We know not everyone is a fan of the Cybertruck, but the truth is, the Tesla Robotaxi looks much better and only resembles the Cybertruck by about 30%. Since it's a passenger vehicle, the interior of the Robotaxi is what people are most curious about. And as expected, the Tesla Robotaxi only has 2 white seats and a very spacious luggage area. Tesla introduced an even more minimalist interior design compared to the Model 3 and Model Y, featuring a large central touchscreen. However, what really sets the CyberCab's interior apart is the built-in self-cleaning system, which was showcased during the broadcast. Since the CyberCab will be used much more frequently than a regular car, Tesla needed to find a way to maintain it as conveniently as possible. This system is the solution to a common concern with autonomous taxis: how to keep the vehicle clean without the help of a driver. Musk has said that since data shows that most miles driven in the US are 1 or 2 passenger, there's no need to build anything with more than 2 seats, at least in the near future. These cars will be available for purchase for under $30,000, we think $25,000 to $28,000. Musk also said they will cost 20 cents a mile to operate. As expected, the Tesla Robotaxi will have a range of around 200 miles, which is enough for it to be able to do a good job of picking up and dropping off passengers in the area. Recharging the Robotaxis was also one of the highlights of last night's event, as the cars are charged inductively and wirelessly, meaning they can charge up in an impressively fast 15 minutes. They will return to their garage or docking station to charge themselves without needing a plug. The Robotaxi service will not have a driver fee, and the fully autonomous vehicles will rely solely on cameras instead of radar or LiDAR. Notably, the CyberCab will be equipped with Tesla's best AI-5 hardware and will be produced in extremely large quantities. The company also mentioned that customers can call for a Robotaxi whenever needed and use it for as long as they like, whether for a short trip or an entire day. While waiting for the Robotaxi to arrive at the pickup point, passengers can customize a range of features and adjust the temperature inside the vehicle, making it quite convenient. Another highlight is that Tesla also announced the Robovan. The Robovan can carry up to 20 people at once and can be used to transport everything from a baseball team to large amounts of cargo, instead of relying on trucks or passenger vans with transportation costs of just 5 cents or 10 cents per mile. This vehicle appears to have no pedals or steering wheel, just seating. We'll dive deeper into the Tesla van in future episodes, as there are currently more attention-grabbing features to discuss. A group of Tesla's humanoid Optimus robots made an appearance at the CyberCab event last night. Live footage showed people interacting with the Optimus robots at tables and among the crowd. The robots were able to hand out small gift bags in the giveaway area and even played rock, paper, scissors with guests. They were also equipped with voice capabilities to communicate with the audience at launch event. The glass enclosure was covered with a group of dancing robots inside. In the video showcasing the homemaker role of Optimus, it demonstrated a wide range of tasks, such as pouring water, carrying a package from the trunk into the house, and its ability to interact with humans. Musk once again emphasized that it will be priced at just half the cost of an electric vehicle, meaning around $20,000, as he mentioned several times before. Musk stated that Tesla will have fully autonomous vehicles that require no supervision, including the Model 3 and Model Y, rolling out on the roads in California and Texas next year. The CyberCab is set to go into production before 2027, which means it will likely launch and quarter 2026. However, Musk himself noted that he tends to be optimistic about timelines, often delivering products later than initially estimated. He also mentioned the possibility of allowing Tesla owners to use their vehicles as robotaxis when they're not in use. Within a year or even 6 months, Tesla will outline a plan allowing individual Tesla owners to have their vehicles participate in the CyberCab system. In this case, Tesla would retain 30% of the revenue and give 70% to the vehicle owners. Musk also shared his vision for the near future, where service companies will purchase cybercabs and operate them similarly to the current Uber platform. In the future, one person might own a fleet of autonomous taxis and take care of them like a shepherd tends to their flock, Musk said. The vast majority of the time, cars are just doing nothing, Musk said on stage. But if they're autonomous, they could be used 5 times more, maybe 10 times more. This event comes at a crucial time for Tesla, as the company faces increasing competition in the electric vehicle market, not only from traditional automakers but also from new startups in China that are exporting affordable cars overseas more than ever. Regardless, if Tesla wants to commercialize Level 4 autonomous vehicles, meaning cars that can operate independently in certain conditions without human intervention, they will need to demonstrate superior safety standards. Tesla has faced multiple federal investigations related to fatal accidents that occurred while the autopilot system, its lower-level driver assistance technology, was in operation. While California has the strictest licensing procedures for testing and deploying autonomous vehicles, in most other states, the minimum requirement Tesla must meet is ensuring that their vehicles can come to a safe stop in all situations. Additionally, there's a significant design issue with the CyberCab, specifically the lack of a steering wheel or pedals, which makes it incompatible with current federal vehicle safety regulations. Previously, Cruise, GM's subsidiary, attempted to bring their dedicated Robotaxi, the Origin, into production, but ultimately had to abandon the project due to not receiving the necessary approvals from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. However, we can't deny that the launch event for the CyberCab also met fans' expectations, with attendees cheering as they got to experience the CyberCab firsthand at the event. Additionally, the venue for this event was truly a standout, breaking away from the usual setup of a grand white stage with a vehicle on display. Warner Brothers Studios utilized high-tech drones and brilliant lighting, showcasing Tesla's commitment to creating a world powered by artificial intelligence. Attendees shared glimpses of the vibrant atmosphere on social media. After the event, let's take a moment to reflect on what we speculated about the CyberCab. It's pretty wild that it resembles our predictions by about 80%. The Tesla Robotaxi might not be its official name. Musk once called it the CyberCab because it looks somewhat like the Cybertruck. Though, of course, not exactly, maybe around 20%. Musk's first promise about this vehicle was that it would be like Uber, with 1 million robotaxis on the road. What's crazy is it won't need a driver at all. It'll drive itself to pick you up, and while it's on the way, passengers can adjust the temperature or tweak a few other settings. You might wonder how it can drive on the road without a driver, but here's the simplest explanation we can give. The car will mostly rely on Tesla's full self-driving software to operate. With this software, Tesla uses multiple cameras on the Robotaxi, which act as the eyes of the vehicle. The image data captured by the cameras is fed into what the company calls a neural network, a machine learning model inspired by the human brain. These networks process and interpret the information, helping the car make proactive decisions based on what it sees. This means the car will automatically recognize its surroundings and avoid obstacles. That's the simplest way to understand how the Tesla Robotaxi works. What do you think about sitting inside a car with no driver, only you and your luggage? Tesla has confirmed that the uniqueness of this vehicle lies in the fact that it won't have a traditional steering wheel or pedals, emphasizing its fully autonomous nature. As seen in many leaked prototypes of the Robotaxi, the interior will only have 2 seats, with most of the space in the back reserved for luggage. Another design feature we should highlight is that Tesla's Robotaxi won't have a regular door. Instead, it will have butterfly wing doors that open upward rather than to the side. This means that when it arrives to pick you up, the door will automatically lift up to let passengers in, which is pretty cool. In our view, Tesla's Robotaxi will be an incredibly durable vehicle, as it's expected to have a frame made of stainless steel or similar sturdy materials. While sources haven't specified the details, it's clear that durability and longevity will be top priorities since the vehicle will operate continuously. Tesla has always ensured that customers feel comfortable when they step inside their cars, so the Robotaxi will likely receive significant investment in its interior, even though it only has 2 seats and doesn't have as many features as a traditional vehicle. Previously, Tesla has shared some glimpses of the interior through videos, highlighting a focus on passenger comfort and convenience, especially in ride-sharing scenarios where the car won't have traditional driving controls. But what is the maximum range at Tesla Robotaxi? The Tesla Robotaxi won't need a huge battery pack. Around 50 kilowatt-hour is really the sweet spot, and it might even be smaller. This vehicle is primarily designed for picking up passengers in urban areas, where long-distance travel isn't the main concern. What matters more is the ability to efficiently shuttle customers from one point to another. A range of about 200 to 250 miles is more than enough for the daily tasks of a Robotaxi. The aerodynamic design of the Tesla Robotaxi, along with its lighter weight thanks to not needing luxury features found in personal vehicles, will optimize its range without requiring a large battery pack. This combination will significantly save energy when moving through urban or residential areas. With its advanced self-driving software, the Tesla Robotaxi can accelerate quite quickly thanks to the characteristics of electric motors. However, its maximum speed will be limited to ensure safety and comply with traffic regulations. This not only protects passengers but also extends battery life by minimizing unnecessary energy waste. Overall, a smaller battery pack also lowers production costs, allowing the Tesla Robotaxi to quickly reach high volumes for Tesla's fleet. Not only the range, we believe a lot of people are also wondering about the charging capacity for Tesla Robotaxi. We bet it will charge very fast. Why will Tesla Robotaxi charge super fast? Previously, the Tesla wireless charging application was revealed ahead of the company's Robotaxi launch event. This likely means that the car won't need a Tesla employee to plug it in and will be able to charge itself effectively. Obviously, this makes sense because if the car doesn't need any real human activity to emphasize its autonomous nature, then it wouldn't be too far-fetched to think that the Tesla Robotaxi would need to provide its own charging capabilities. Since it doesn't have an impressive range, charging these things quickly is extremely important. Tesla already has super-fast charging battery technology from KTL that can charge fully in just 10 to 15 minutes. So, these things will charge incredibly fast. If the Robotaxi uses wireless charging, it will be able to drive itself into a garage or another facility with a wireless charging pad on the floor, as long as the car is equipped with an induction coil. This would eliminate the need for someone to plug the car in. Musk also mentioned the possibility of allowing Tesla owners to use their vehicles as robo-taxis when they're not in use. Within a year, or maybe even 6 months, Tesla will outline a plan that enables individual Tesla owners to let their cars participate in the CyberCab system. In this case, Tesla would keep 30% of the revenue and give 70% to the vehicle owners. Besides the Robotaxi, as we mentioned earlier, Musk emphasized that this event is the most important one since Tesla launched the Model 3. So, bringing out two mysterious models that the audience has never seen before must be what Elon Musk was referring to. Clearly, introducing 3 new vehicles at once could significantly boost Tesla's stock value without putting too much pressure on the company. Specifically, Tesla is expected to give a preview of what might not be a prototype for the $25,000 electric vehicle that fans are calling the Model 2. Analysts believe the Model 2 will have a similar look and feel to the CyberCab, but it will inherit features from the Model Y with a more modern design, which is something Tesla often does. Of course, it will still be a pretty minimalist vehicle in an effort to meet the $25,000 price point that Tesla has committed. In addition to the Model 2, Tesla is likely to provide more details about the Tesla van or Robovan, a fully autonomous passenger vehicle that could enhance public transportation in the future. This prediction is based on Tesla's presentation to investors in March 2023, which introduced Tesla's current and future vehicle lineup, including a trailer for a van. Of course, if these 2 models are unveiled at the event, Tesla will likely only touch on them briefly since the focus will still be on the Robotaxi. We think most of the event will revolve around full self-driving and other self-driving software, how the Robotaxi operates, the expected costs, and when Tesla plans to officially launch them on the market. That's really where their attention will be, so in just a few minutes, we'll have some answers. 2 sources familiar with the launch event have also mentioned that Elon Musk is expected to discuss plans for developing full self-driving for Tesla's semi-trucks and how he envisions this technology being used for transporting goods. However, there won't be any demos of the Semi using full self-driving at this event, as he will be focusing more on the Robotaxi. However, the Tesla CyberCab will still have some challenges to address. Tesla's AI director, Ashok Ellaswamy, hinted that the automaker is at least aware of the hurdles ahead when he acknowledged to investors that CyberCabs will need to be charged, cleaned, and maintained while transporting passengers around the clock. Who will handle that? And where will it happen? And who will foot the bill for it? Building a robo-taxi is one thing, but commercializing it is another. Tesla might rely on the uniqueness of its vehicles and the general appeal among fans to attract customers to its ride-hailing service, but many people may be hesitant to switch to a service that could be less reliable when it launches over time. To maximize the full self-driving software and the responsiveness of neural networks, the backbone of these networks is believed to be an increasing number of supercomputer clusters powered by AI. These clusters process billions of data points to train full self-driving to drive more like a human. So, the upgrades to the supercomputers and the continuous chip innovations have allowed Tesla to achieve surprisingly fast results. When looking at Tesla's competitors, they have taken a different approach to self-driving cars. Google's Waymo operates its autonomous ride-hailing service on pre-mapped roads and uses a full suite of sensors, including cameras, radar, and LiDAR, while Tesla relies solely on cameras and AI. General Motors' self-driving unit, Cruise, has taken a similar approach to Waymo but halted operations last year after dragging a pedestrian in an accident. Recently, the company has resumed testing in Phoenix, Houston, and Dallas with human drivers behind the wheel. All 3 companies are currently under federal safety investigations. You need to understand that the idea behind the automaker is to be able to flip a switch effectively to turn Tesla vehicles on the road into autonomous robots that can follow driver commands, including picking up passengers. By going against the technology used by its competitors, Tesla claims that its superior approach will create a universal solution for self-driving cars, allowing them to operate almost anywhere. In contrast, Cruise and Waymo focus on mastering specific areas and then expanding from there. Regarding the venue, as we know, the event is set to kick off at 7 p.m. Pacific Time. Doors are expected to open at 5 p.m., and check-in will start at 5:30 p.m., usually hosts big product launch events at one of its facilities. So choosing a Hollywood studio is a shift that highlights Musk's performance talents. However, we also believe there's a clear purpose behind the launch location for the Robotaxi. Tesla is taking advantage of the large stages and soundscapes, some of which resemble parts of a suburb and even a small downtown area. This could be the perfect place for Tesla to showcase its CyberCab demo in action, providing a controlled enclosed environment with no other traffic, allowing the vehicle to drive itself at low speeds. Tesla is likely to demonstrate a fleet of CyberCabs transporting people around the sprawling 110-acre Warner Bros. Studio lot, or even throughout the entire neighborhood, showing how consumers can use the app to request rides just like they would with Uber. And as the event title, We Robot, suggests, it's a nod to the sci-fi short story collection, I, Robot, which explores the relationship between robots and humans. Because of this, many people believe the event will include updates on Optimus, Tesla's humanoid robot, with Musk mentioning it's set to debut later this year. A crazier thought we might entertain is that Tesla Optimus could actually drive the Robotaxi during the event. Clearly, we can totally imagine that happening, right? Musk will provide a more detailed timeline on when Tesla plans to have hundreds of these robots working in its factories by mid-2025. We'll also find out when Tesla will start selling the Optimus robots to other businesses, which is expected to be at the end of 2025 or early 2026. As for when consumers might be able to purchase an Optimus robot for their homes, that could be by the end of 2026, as that's when Tesla anticipates having the most advanced technology for their robots and the availability of units. And we expect Musk to announce that companies and individual consumers can pre-order their own Optimus robots with a fully refundable fee of $100 or possibly $500. I can imagine that Tesla will receive millions of pre-orders, which could help bring in billions of dollars in cash to Tesla's checking account to fund the ramp-up of Optimus robot production. In our view, if Musk announces even half of these developments on Robotaxi Day, the stock could rise 10% to 15% in the coming week when the earnings report is released. However, if the event turns out to be a disaster, and Musk and Tesla just talk about how great self-driving cars will eventually be, while mentioning plans to start seeking permission from individual cities to allow testing of cybercabs next year, the stock is likely to drop 10% to 15% in the following week. Like many analysts, we're eagerly anticipating that Tesla will unveil a smaller, more affordable car, or a new van, or convertible. In the long term, much of Tesla's future depends on CyberCab and its technology products, which is why Musk is aiming for Tesla to become a technology company instead of just focusing on electric cars. If our predictions are correct, in 10 years, CyberCab could be worth trillions of dollars to the company, and in 15 years, Optimus could be worth tens of trillions of dollars. Of course, these are just predictions. Things can change unexpectedly, as Tesla often does. As the Robotaxi event approaches, the Tesla Cybertruck is facing opposition in Europe, with some safety advocates trying to ban the vehicle from the continent due to safety concerns related to its design. Groups like the European Transport Safety Council and the European Cyclists Federation are pushing for a suspension of the Cybertruck's use on public roads. They claim that the Cybertruck poses unlawful risks to all other road users. They also argue that the truck's angular design, with its sharp edges and corners, will increase the severity of injuries and the likelihood of fatalities. To be fair, we believe the design of the Cybertruck could potentially cause injuries if someone were to come into contact with its angles or edges. However, any vehicle that hits a pedestrian or cyclist can cause injuries. It's a vehicle colliding with a person, and it's hard to avoid injuries if you're the one being struck. Another argument the group raises is the overall weight of the Cybertruck, which the manufacturer states ranges from 8,834 pounds to 9,169 pounds. Meanwhile, we understand that the weight limit for a light vehicle in Europe, which advocates argue that the truck has been approved for, is 3.5 tons or 7,000 pounds. Whether Tesla will respond to these arguments with a new, smaller, and lighter version of the Cybertruck remains to be seen. Musk has hinted that the company needs a different version for that market, which could help tap into some demand for a more appropriately designed truck. Tesla is set for a busy October, as the company has announced the date for its Q3 2024 earnings report just over a week after the Robotaxi launch event wraps up. From what we understand, during the third quarter, Tesla produced a total of 469,796 vehicles, which included 443,668 Model 3 and Model Y units, as well as 26,128 units of the Model S, Model X, Cybertruck, and Semi. Tesla also delivered 462,890 vehicles, comprising 439,975 Model 3 and Model Y units, and 22,915 units of its other models. Ultimately, this event isn't just about introducing a new vehicle. It's also about positioning Tesla as a leader in the autonomous mobility space, capable of reshaping urban traffic with a car designed from the ground up for automation. In our view, the biggest challenges facing the rollout of Tesla's Robotaxi will be ensuring user safety. No one is going to want to ride in a vehicle that has a lot of risks and could potentially collide at any moment. While Tesla has made significant progress with full self-driving, the reality is that self-driving technology is still in development and needs to meet much higher safety standards than it currently does before it can be widely adopted. Additionally, regulations around self-driving vehicles are still not fully developed in many countries, which could hinder the rapid adoption of this model. If Musk's Robotaxi idea is successful, it could completely change the way people use cars. A Robotaxi service could enhance flexibility and convenience for transportation, especially for those who don't own a vehicle. Additionally, owning a car could serve not only personal needs, but also become a profitable investment. Tesla owners could turn their vehicles into income-generating assets when they're not in use. The cars could be rented out as self-driving taxis and operate under Tesla's oversight. What do you think Tesla will reveal at the launch event, and how long do you think it will take for the Tesla Robotaxi to gain widespread acceptance? Thank you for watching our video. If you found the content helpful and want to explore more exciting information about Tesla EVs, don't forget to hit the like button and share this video. Also, make sure to subscribe to Tesla Car World and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest videos. We appreciate your support and look forward to seeing you in the next video.